A&W root beer. Someone recently went to the store today to get up some RC Cola and some candy bars at the local liquor store I go to, which is around the corner from my house. You have seen it before in my if you go to my play videos and go to my playlist, go to fast, you always seen it. See me go to the liquor store fast. Okay, that's something else. I went there and I saw mug cream soda. Now that's just weird. Okay, that's just weird. I wouldn't want to. I don't like cream soda. I mean, I had cream soda. It's not that good. Okay. A&W owns like cream. A&W was the first company to make cream soda. Then there was Myers that made it. Myers is a third-party company, part of Fago, I think. Fago made it. Fago's a Michigan company, so. But yeah, Mug now makes cream soda. I mean, no offense to who drinks cream soda. I don't like cream soda. But no offense to Pepsi not making cream soda. Using the Mug name. Mug soda root beer, just that. Yeah. But, okay, that's just not right. Okay, A&W made it first. Let A&W keep it. Pepsi, you don't have no use to make cream soda. Keep making your soda and your flavored drinks and that other stuff that people love so much. Like your flavored Crush. Oh, wait, no. Crush is RC. Sorry for that. Crush is RC. Sorry for that. Crush is RC. Pepsi just serves it for them, so. Okay, there's a ripoff that will screw. This is a ripoff that'll twist your mind. 7 Up. 7 Up. Actually, technically, Sprite's not a ripoff. Okay. Sprite was technically, or Sprite was something else. Sprite was random, but it doesn't matter. 7 Up got ripped off really bad. Sprite is a ripoff of 7 Up. Technically, it is, but not really. That's basically Fanta. Fanta is something that made in Germany after World War II, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. But A&W made your own drinks. Now, I'm actually now. Okay.
Please.
That was a colleague.
I have to fill my car with stuff. Please be careful you do this and don't get hurt.
Okay, I think we'll have some kind of chill in a minute. Brothers watching this will be chill. Now, this is a board game. Sprite is technically not a ripoff, but because it is. 7 Up came first, then Sprite, then Sierra Mist. Sierra Mist is the newest fizzy drink ever made. Okay. Then there's Mountain Dew. Ripoff Mountain Dew is Mellow Yellow. I think, yeah, Mellow Yellow's above that, which is a Coke product. And some other things like that. But Coke hasn't changed much. In the 80s, I heard it changed, but it tastes good, so it went back to normal. I mean, you gotta think, root beer, okay, A&W root beer, okay. There's over a trillion root beer companies. I mean, the strongest, sarsaparilla is just like root beer. They're stronger. I have tried Dad's root beer. I have tried it before. It's not that good. You want to drink root beer? I'm drinking something I don't like drinking, like diet drinks. Root beer, I love root beer, okay? Root beer is gold. Barsk, we had this between A&W, Mug, Barsk, Dad's, and ICB. That's the good stuff. The thing is, it's real expensive. You can get a 4-pack, and there's like 2 places I know you can buy it at. You can buy it at Kmart or Meijer, I think. I'm not really sure. But I actually have an ICB bottle here, I think. What? Here, I'll put that back. IBC root beer. Here's what. And it's for 10 cents. Now, I got me a case of ICB with some friends a while back. And this is an ICB root beer bottle. I had this thing for a number of years. And I had 6 of these, but I mostly paid them. And you can actually see on top here, I don't know if you can see the camera here, the labeling on it. How much it's actually worth. See Hawaii out there. But Michigan is on here, I think. Sure. It is in Michigan. I have to look for.
At the end of the rainbow, there's happiness. to find it how often I've tried. But my life is a race, just a wild goose chase, and my dreams have all been denied. Why have I always been a failure? What can the reason be? I wonder if the world's to blame. I wonder if it could be me. I'm always chasing rainbows, watching clouds drifting by. My schemes are just like all my dreams.
Okay, guys, we got stuff set up. I have a camera right now in the kitchen right now, uploading making something right now. So yeah, guys, I got I'm right now. Okay, exit out of this. More in regards to talk about news, I don't usually do. WSMI.
When you're making a determination.
It's a nice day, guys. I'm actually doing it right now.
Strong winds as it continues moving inland, leaving millions at risk for flooding.
Connor Powell reports from Lake Charles, Louisiana.
The sights and sounds of Hurricane Delta, now all too familiar to those along the southwestern coast of Louisiana.
With what we have been through with Laura, looking at Hurricane Delta really is a scary proposition for Lake Charles.
Still close to 10,000 people in hotels and shelters, not even back home or to their home parish yet. This is just another blow.
Delta is expected to bring hurricane conditions and life-threatening storm surge to portions of the northern Gulf. While the storm is moving more quickly than Hurricane Laura did in August, 5 million people are still at risk of flash flooding.
It just seems like this storm is different. And I started saying that 3 or 4 days ago when I saw the track and thinking to myself, this could be a problem.
While evacuations and curfews were ordered in some areas of Louisiana, homeowners who stayed in places like Louisiana's Vermilion Parish now keeping a close eye on the water that surrounds them.
That's what I really pray for, is that the storm surge isn't as significant and that this river doesn't become a problem.
After passing northward through Louisiana, Hurricane Delta will move northeast up the eastern coast, bringing up to 6 inches of rain as far north as New Jersey. In Lake Charles, Louisiana, Connor Powell, Fox 17 News.
And loose debris could become dangerous projectiles, as well as winds could reach up to 100 miles per hour in Louisiana tonight, which could make impacts from this hurricane even worse.
Still ahead here tonight, another night of high school football.
Yeah, we're going to have a preview of Granville and West Ottawa's matchup, and why the team says tonight will be the most exciting one yet for them.
This big moon Saturday on Fox. It's the Red River Showdown. Number 22 Texas take on Oklahoma. Rising star Spencer Rattler looks to become the next legendary shooter. As he clashes with playmaking Longhorn QB Sam Elliott in one of their game's greatest rivalries. It all starts with the big noon kickoff pregame show at 10. And then it's the AT&T Red River Showdown. All part of Big Noon Saturday on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Millions of coronavirus cases, tens of millions of jobs lost. In 2020, healthcare is more important than ever. John James claims he'll protect us, but look at the facts. James supported a plan that strips healthcare from 23 million Americans, charges an age tax, and eliminates protections for pre-existing conditions. If we can't trust John James to support us now, why would we send him to the Senate? S&P is responsible for the content of this ad.
Go big, save big at the new Big Lots.
Gotta go big. You want it. You want it. But you want it.
Big new look, big name brands, big deals on everything for your home. It just might surprise you.
Gotta go big. You want it. You want it.
businesses have been hit hard. They need help. John Hogan's plan? A 40% tax hike on thousands of small businesses and opening them up to frivolous lawsuits. Hogan's plan is hopeless. Bankrupt mom and pops and nonprofits hurting employees. He just doesn't get it. Fred Upton's plan? He led bipartisan efforts to secure PPP grants, saving small businesses. Because Fred knows that's what leaders do in a crisis.
I'm Fred Upton, and I approve this message.
During the Today's the Day event, lease a new 2020 Highlander L for $269 a month, or get $2,000 off your best deal on Highlander, or the best-in-class Highlander Hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
When news breaks, turn to Fox 17 News and stay connected.
All right, Greenville High School is getting ready for its second home game of the very short 2020 season.
It's a good one, and it's the first home game since the latest executive order allowing more fans to be in the stands. Our Sarah Grimmer reports.
They're 3-0 and a force to be reckoned with out on the turf. The Granville Bulldogs.
Bulldogs really, we have memos, dog mentality, is chasing the goal, all common goal of the team. The hard work we put in, not just on the field, classroom, weight room, things of that nature.
That's right. It's all about the dog mentality for this team.
Coach Landis came in and he introduced it to us. It's the willingness to pursue an unattainable goal. And that goal is ultimately a state championship and a conference championship.
Just the way that we work, like our work ethic, is just, I think, a lot higher than some of the other teams.
Work ethic is the steam that fuels this winning machine. And this Friday, for their second home game of the season, they'll have an added advantage. More fans.
The biggest difference is really our band's going to be here. We'll probably get some students here too. I think what we're doing is we're going to open it up to seniors. We have maybe 125 tickets going to seniors that are obviously going to jump through the bodies, and that'll be exciting to them.
According to the Michigan High School Athletic Association, this Friday, high school spectator limits will be increased from 2 fans per player up to 1,000 fans per venue.
It feels great. Playing football with a big student section is probably one of the most fun things to do, especially when you make a big play and you look up and the crowd's there cheering you on.
I've been talking in class, they're all excited about it too, coming to games. And, it's not going to be as normal as say last year's games, but it's for sure going to make a difference this week compared to our last home games.
1 week before homecoming, and this is the closest to normal this football team has seen. The Bulldogs say they're grateful and they're ready to put their dog mentality to work.
It's a blessing we get on the field every day. We don't know when this game will be our last, and I love playing football with my boys.
Reporting in Granville, I'm Sarah Grimmer for Fox 17 News.
And don't forget, since it is Friday, that means another Blitz night here at Fox 17.
Yes, and Keita and Book will have previews of several of tonight's matchups starting at our next hour, and boy, we're just excited for ball's
They
back.
really are, and they've got some great weather for it. It's not that chilly fall weather that you typically expect for football.
All right, everyone, stick around. After the break, we have news at 5.
When severe weather hits, turn to Fox 17 on air and on Facebook Live.
A lot of Michigan families are struggling, but Peter Meyer has a $50 million trust fund and doesn't care about us. Peter Meyer promised to fully repeal our health care protections, letting insurance companies deny coverage to people with pre-existing conditions and charge older Americans 5 times more in age tax. That's a lot of money for those of us who don't have $50 million trust funds. Peter Meyer just doesn't get it. DCCC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
You might be wondering why me, Little Bob, is hurtling towards the earth at 150 miles per hour. Bob's Discount Furniture is the fastest growing furniture and mattress retailer in the great state of Michigan, with showrooms in Grand Rapids, Portage, Shelby Township, Novi, Livonia, Taylor, and
wants to lean into the Green New Deal, a socialist plan that would make us.
Okay, guys, I'm doing something like a video review right now, guys. It's pretty. I'm recording right now. I'm live. I'm gonna taste this stuff I got. Hope it tastes like I hope it does. And I save me some money. I'm trying chickens. I'm trying different types of food lately. If it's the way I like it, then I'll be happy. If it isn't, then I wasted about $20.
Just keeps making life harder for Michigan. Senate Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
I'm John Hoadley, and I approve this message.
When I was 18 years old, that year was 1988, I voted for Fred Upton. As time went on, Fred was getting large donations from large corporations and insurance companies, and that coincided with the changes in his voting record. I work in the neuro-intensive care unit. My patient population for a time was 100% COVID positive. The constant roadblocks that Fred Upton puts up to affordable health care just makes me so angry.
Gary Peters has been in office for over 20 years. During that time, he became a multimillionaire. Every year, Peters collects tens of thousands from a taxpayer pension on top of his salary. He's on a special health care plan that you can get. And for all that, Peters regularly skips critical meetings on China and coronavirus. Gary Peters, he doesn't work for Michigan. Better Future MI Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Chief Justice McCormick, a career committed to justice for everyone.
The courts belong to the people. They must be independent, transparent, and fair.
Elizabeth Welch, a lifetime serving our communities.
I fought for schools, small businesses, and workers.
Hi guys. Let's go to local affiliate. CBS.
McCormick and
I'm cooking right now, guys. So I'll be in here so we can.
How are you feeling? Anxious. What are you saying? I'm so glad that you accepted Dr. Phil's offer. I'm happy you offered. And teacher's going to touch the personal lady. I think that he really wants to see you have with your kids. I was kind of shocked you said all that. Cameron is going to bring you to Westwood. You're going to have a comfortable detox. We're going to take care of you. I have complete faith that you're going to do well with us. It's like, it's gonna be a lot of hard work, but I think she can do it. I really do. She's got a lot of fortitude. She's strong cooking, especially now. If this space a good place for her, I think she would do it. And if you I'm so proud of you. You obviously told me to.
One day after 13 people are arrested accused of plotting to kidnap the governor and overthrow the government, Governor Whitmer is back on the campaign trail. Her message tonight for Michigan voters.
And we're learning new details about several of the suspects in the alleged plot from West Michigan, how their neighbors are responding to the news.
Covering West Michigan to protect and alert you. This is News Channel 3. 5 and 5.
I've had a heck of a 24 hours. And if I can show up here and show up for Van O'Neill, we all can every single day between now and this election.
Governor Whitmer, they're back out on the campaign trail today, just one day after authorities announced they had foiled a plot to kidnap her and overthrow the state government. At a campaign event for a fellow Democrat in Traverse City earlier today, the governor sent a message to supporters to stand strong and to vote this November. We are also learning new details about that alleged plot today, which includes the fact that the governor and her family were moved around by authorities as law enforcement tracked the men who all allegedly were plotting to kidnap her for many months.
Yeah, 13 people
Oh, it's 81 degrees in Kalamazoo.
including two West Michigan brothers, Michael and William Knoll. We'll have more on that story in just a minute. But first, another suspect involved in the alleged plot is facing charges in northern Michigan today. 38-year-old Sean Fix was arraigned earlier today in Antrim County. Fix says he works for a trucking company in the area. Attorney General Dana Nessel has charged Fix with providing material support for terrorist acts and carrying and possessing a firearm during commission of a felony. Officials say he is part of a militia group called the Wolverine Watchmen. who were planning violence against the governor, government officials, and police officers.
My review of the probable cause statement, at least the facts alleged, are quite general. There's no specific information as to the individual defendants. My suspicion is there's someone more seriously involved than others, and it may very well be that Mr. Fitz's alleged involvement in this series of events was fairly minimal.
6 of the 7 individuals facing terrorism and other felony charges found by the Michigan Attorney General have now been arraigned. The 7th is waiting to be extradited to Michigan.
Well, state officials say the 2 militia groups were involved in the plot, specifically naming the Wolverine Watchmen.
Now, experts say Michigan was the second state to become involved in what they call the modern militia movement in the 1900s, when groups became common around the country. Researchers estimate there are likely a couple dozen militia groups active in Michigan, though it's hard to know exactly how quickly because new ones frequently pop up while others disband. Now, at one point, militias around the state had thousands of members. Experts say membership declined drastically in the mid-90s after it came out that the Oklahoma City bombers, Timothy McVeigh and Terry Nichols, had attended meetings for different militias. Experts tell me that Michigan has all the makings of a hotbed for militia activity and potential future violence. Now, the FBI says the militia group called the Wolverine Watchmen was in on the plot to kidnap Governor Whitmer and overthrow the state government. Investigators also say the militia tried to gather home addresses for police officers and planned to target police. A retired FBI agent who worked on several cases involving militias during his 30-plus year career says militia groups can turn into echo chambers of anti-government rhetoric that may drive people to violence.
You have some people that are really willing to go to very violent extremes in order to carry out what they believe to be their, for lack of a better word, their mission.
Experts also say extremist militia groups are not common in Michigan. Live in studio, Andrew Feather, News Channel 3.
Andrew, thank you. The alleged plot to kidnap the governor actually dates back to March of this year. For a full breakdown of the complaint and the charges against each of the 13 suspects, along with a comprehensive timeline of the events leading up to Thursday's announcement, read this article on WWNT.com.
In the last 24 hours, Michigan adds more than 1,000 new COVID-19 cases. Here's a live look at the state's latest numbers. You can see on your screen that our statewide total is now more than 133,000 infections and more than 6,800 deaths. As of last week, nearly 100,000 people in Michigan have recovered from the virus. Today, the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services is updating its emergency COVID-19 order. This comes after the state Supreme Court struck down the governor's orders last week. To avoid confusion, the agency says it tried to make its rules as similar to the governor's prior orders as possible. Under the new rules, masks must be worn at all public gatherings, which are limited to less than 10 people indoors and less than 100 outdoors. There are no longer bar closures, but bars may only serve alcohol to gatherings seated at tables. That is new. Now, the order takes effect immediately and runs through October 30th. You can read more about the COVID-19 restrictions in Michigan under the coronavirus tab on our website.
All right, checking weather on this Friday as we look live over downtown Kalamazoo. We've certainly soaked up a lot of sunshine today in West Michigan. Feels pretty warm out there, actually. Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson is joining us in the Weather Alert Center with our Friday night football forecast. Keith.
Warmest day we've had in almost 2